January 1st, 2019 and Christmas already came early. Hot dog! Nobody told me Agent Cody Banks was free on YouTube. I had to find that out on my own. The quickest summary I have of Agent Cody Banks, if you haven't seen it for some reason, is Frankie Muniz plays a CIA agent undercover as a regular teenager. As you can tell, this is Frankie Muniz in his prime. This is like Malcolm in the Middle Frankie Muniz. Oh my god! Don't mention Malcolm in the Middle around him. He's ready to go. The CIA thinks Frankie is a lady killer in this movie, but as his brother clearly states.
But Mom, Cody's almost 16 and never had twice as many dates as him.
Sitting in a treehouse isn't exactly a date.
Which is true, but...
It is when you're playing doctor.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean that he's a gynecologist? Does that mean that this 10-year-old is literally inside a woman's vagina in a treehouse? This movie's PG. This is an action movie with a gynecology reference within the first 30 seconds. Great start.
You shave?
You shave? I don't know why I kept that in there. I love the way she says it. You shave? Cut to interior, some girl's car on some Seattle street. Day. She's gonna leave her baby in the back seat unbuckled because she's a cool parent who's gonna be right back. Unfortunately, you have the most suicidal baby I've ever met. Let's run through the suicidal checklist. There's no way he's gonna undo the safety brake. Okay, he undoes the safety brake, but it's not like he can just pull it out of he pulled it into reverse. Alright, there goes the car. Alright, well it's not like he's locked it. He locked himself in the car. He took his hand on the, and it wasn't one of the easy ones, he pushed the button down and locked himself in. I know you might be thinking, Zane, maybe he's so young he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, after we see totally rad Agent Cody Banks skating deliberately into traffic to save this almost gonna die baby, he notices the car door is locked, so he tells the baby to unlock it, and the baby says no. The baby says no! Frankie even gets up on the car and the kid's trying to swerve him off. Also, I had to fact check this with my roommate who skateboards. I'm pretty sure skateboards do not spark like that. But this, of course, is when we see that regular teenager Cody Banks is more than meets the eye when he stops that car perfectly before he's about to hit the train. And then he just walks off nonchalant like, yeah, I totally saved it. He kicks up his skateboard that's still on fire. It's like, yeah, I just totally saved the baby. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna skate away. But also, I don't really know how to skate good, so I'm gonna get off real quick and then I'm gonna jump right back on. Cut to the laboratory where one guy has the exact same haircut as the logo of the place for some reason. Some guy invents nanobots that eat oil, and these villains are like...
Baby seals everywhere will praise your name, Doctor.
Which I didn't get why that was supposed to be funny, and neither did the guy on the left side of the screen for some reason. Anyway, they want to use the technology to kill something that's not oil, so they hit the doctor with the iconic...
You have 10 days.
In screenwriting, it's very important to give your character some kind of motivation or a deadline, and that's what this is supposed to be for the doctor. Unfortunately for the doctor, we don't follow his storyline. None of us care. Cut to interior CIA office, maybe day or night. Guy gets ice-cold refreshing beverage. Important CIA files are laid down and used as coaster for ice-cold beverage.
I told you no ice here.
Oh, I'm so mad that you put ice in this drink. Not that you used the CIA files that are top secret as a coaster. The fact that you thought I'd want ice in my drink. Who knows what's in that ice? This is where we learn the doctor has one connection to the outside world. It's his daughter, Hilary Duff.
I want to get close to this girl.
I want to say that line couldn't get any creepier, but that man could outdo himself. He's iconic in this movie for delivering his lines through such an aggressive smile, which make him sound emphatically lucky that he got this role in this movie, but also insanely wanting to kill himself.
You've just apprehended the most important kid in America!
You can count on me.
That man wins awards. Essentially, the CIA had a summer camp for teenagers that trained teenagers to be a part of the CIA. One of the teenagers was Napoleon Dynamite, apparently. Now that movie is a lot weirder to me. Now I know what you're thinking.
We're training children to become agents?
But you gotta take this into consideration.
Let's be clear about this. The clock is ticking. This may be our last best chance.
This may be their last best chance. He might not be wrong, but I don't know how many times you have to try and fail at something that getting teenagers to do CIA work is both your best and your absolute last chance at getting something done. Like I said, they think my boy Frankie Muniz is a lady killer, so let's see him in action.
Hey, Cody.
She already knows his name.
Are you in special ed?
No! No! You do not ask somebody if they're in special ed. Either you're right and it's embarrassing, or you're wrong and it's offensive. After such an embarrassing incident, Frankie Muniz only gets his confidence back when this attractive CIA agent lady walks into the male locker room somehow, just past the school security, somehow does that. And they both know that the other is an agent undercover because they got code.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece as white as snow.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Bubblegum in a dish.
How many pieces do you wish?
That's good writing. That's good shit. Who wrote this? Ashley Miller, who also wrote the Thor movie. Oh, this is fun. Let's keep going. Zach Stentz, who also wrote the Thor movie. Two of them! I don't think that they could have written that any better. There's a scene where Daryl Hammond's trying to give Cody all his CIA technology, but Cody's only 15, so he just wants to look at naked girls. Also, I don't understand this scene.
$5,000 cash.
What for?
I think they buy things with it. I believe.
They don't say it in a sarcastic tone. They say it like they've been underground their entire life, and they don't actually know how money is used. Our hero finally meets Hilary Duff, and when they get the chance to talk, she says,
Do you by any chance happen to be in special ed?
Good callback! Why? Why'd you say it again? Then there's this weird scene where Hilary Duff can't drive, so she doesn't get her license, and then Cody's all like, I can drive on one side of the car! And then he definitely doesn't get his license either. It's just to impress her, but then she gets out of the car, and nothing happens between them. Anyway, after that, the main guy for the CIA yells at us about how Cody can't talk to girls.
Somebody has got to teach this kid how to talk to a girl!
So Daryl Hammond, knowing that Cody's 15, is like, hey, look at what you were looking at before.
I tell you, it makes you want to give the good Lord a standing ovation. You just want to go, woo!
Ahaha, all good comedy fun times in the PG movies. But seriously, guys, after a little bit of joke about naked girls, he talks to a virtual hooker, and it gets very softcore porny, and Frankie doesn't seem comfortable at all, but the head of the CIA seems way too comfortable, and I don't like this scene. Then we have encounter number 3 with Hilary Duff, where she slides down a banner, and he's there, because he's an agent, and he's got a spider sense. And then she chooses to ask,
You think it's broken?
when her legs, just look at when she slides down the banner, she's fine. Her legs are the only thing that wouldn't have hit the ground. Nevertheless, objective complete. Get invited to Hilary Duff's cool birthday party. Gotta show up in my cool red car and wearing my sunglasses where I can look at women naked again because I'm 15. But I'm not here for the birthday party, says Frankie. I'm here to learn that apparently they put the nanobots into ice cubes now, and when the body temperature melts them, they become very unstable and can eat through anything. Specifically for the villains, metal.
Metal.
But the bullies get in the way. So what does Cody do in front of everybody at a normal girl's birthday party? He beats them up bad. And she's really into it. And then he's done beating up all of these kids and everybody applauds because he's a hero. And she's like,
He's in every single one of my classes.
because I love to be associated with the man who beat up everybody at my birthday party. Anyways, Frankie Muniz and Hilary Duff flirt for a little bit, and then, oh no, the guy's there, and then they run. Oh! She gets kidnapped. This is your motivation. Now you've got a reason to go fight the CIA, because they got Hilary Duff. And who knows why, but apparently she's attracted to you for beating up people and driving bad. Now at this point, Frankie Muniz got kicked out of the CIA, as one does, because he was noticed as using CIA textbook moves on those bullies in middle school. But he sneaks right back in, as a 15-year-old would do in the CIA, and he steals a car.
He stole the car?
That's right, he stole the car. Then we see him snowboarding instead, down a mountain with an avalanche coming and explosions. Now it's an action movie. Oh yeah. Also, if you thought 2003 had bad CGI, then you weren't watching Agent Cody Banks fly through the air in some kind of like helicopter backpack thing towards a mountain, and where he looks like a blind man pointing at just a mountain, like, it's a mountain, there's a mountain. Now they're in the mountain and they find Hilary Duff and they're like, let's go, and she says,
I'm not going anywhere until I find out what's going on here.
which if I was kidnapped, I'd also totally not want to go anywhere near freedom until I knew why I was kidnapped. See, now this is when we learn that the main guy's a genius.
Don't tell me. CIA, right?
He didn't even need to be told, he guessed that. Also, he's just a child.
Where is my dad?
I'm not going to tell you.
What kind of villain responds like that? And then, oh no, there's a part where the nanobots might get out, but also it again kind of looks softcore porny.
Let her go!
Then it's so intense because Frankie's like, let her go, and then everybody's cutting to, fro, and then the guy is childish again.
No!
But of course his plans get foiled, so he screams as one villain would do, and then she just walks up like a goddamn fashion model with her hair literally blowing in the wind inside, and she jams an ice cube down his throat because he let her. Also, this is no action movie until it has a Wilhelm scream. Ah, there it is. So now the girl is saved and the plans are foiled. The only thing that's left is the entirety of the base has to blow up, right? And it does, and it's so actiony. And you're like, this 15-year-old kid blew up a mountain? That's probably illegal, right? That's probably illegal. In the end, the day is saved, and nobody cares anymore that he broke into the CIA and stole a car while he didn't work for them, because now he's cool. Also, what better way to end an action movie than with a green screen sunset and a car sitting in the ocean before you kiss Hilary Duff on her face lips. This movie has everything you're looking for. It has action, it has romance, it has kind of a little bit of porn. We've got Hilary Duff falling down a banner, we got Frankie Muniz driving on one half of a car, we got a head of a CIA agent, man, that's just the same exact emotion whether he's really excited or really mad. Obviously this is a great movie for kids and it still kind of holds up for some reason because I still kind of loved it, and it is free on YouTube right now, so if you actually want to watch it, you totally can. Until the next review, keep an eye out in the sky for a falling Hilary Duff, and also never put ice cubes in a person's beverage because that's messed up.